In this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps to taking a fresh install of WordPress and installing the Easy Website template. We're going to make sure all the settings are right. We're going to activate our Elementor Pro license. We're going to create a new user, and we're going to get ready to move forward with designing our website. As you see on the screen, I have a folder that I have for the brand I'm building. I have two folders for different files, and then of course I have the zip file that includes the Easy Website template. Once you extract a folder, we're going to go ahead and open that, and then you see the core files of the template. You have the main template file here, the individual template files. For example, if you're doing a redesign and don't want to redo the entire site, but you want to use the page designs, that's what this is for. The template lease agreement, the handbook, and then all of the bonus downloads. For now, we're going to open up the handbook. Now that we have the handbook up, I'm going to come back over to our browser, and I'm going to actually shrink this down a little bit just to make sure that we have enough space so we can see the handbook and work in the same screen. Moving through the steps, I'm going to start at the very top and just slowly scroll through the handbook and go through step for step. First thing is to log into WordPress. Obviously, we're already logged in, so we're going to keep moving down the list. The next thing is to install a new plugin. So we're going to go to plugins. We're going to click add new plugin. And right here where it says search plugins, we're going to type in WP Vivid. And you'll see WP Vivid right here, and we're going to go ahead and click on install now. And once it's installed, we're going to go ahead and activate it. From here, you're going to need the template file. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on upload. And then in this section right here, we're going to take the main template file and we're going to drag it in and then click on upload. I'm going to go ahead and time lapse this. I'll be back in a second when the upload finishes. As you can see, we get a little pop-up here that says the upload was complete. We're going to go ahead and click on OK. Then we're going to come down to the backups and we're going to go ahead and click on restore. Once we're here, we'll click on restore one more time and then we'll click OK to continue. Due to the size of the template, during the restore process, when you're activating the template, it does have a tendency to time out in the first restore attempt. That is totally fine. If this happens to you, all you're going to do is log back in, refresh the page, and then start the process over. So we will click restore again, and click OK. And I'm going to go ahead and time lapse the rest of this, and I'll be back as soon as the restore is complete. After this process, you will have another pop-up window letting you know it was completed successfully. After you click on OK, it will redirect you to the login page. This time your login credentials will be different. In order to log into your website, you will use the template login information. The template login information can be found both in the handbook and inside of the super guide. So we're going to come over here and we're going to highlight, and then we'll copy. We'll come over here. I'll paste that in, and then we'll come over and do the same thing with the password. We'll copy it, come over here and paste, and then we're going to go ahead and log in. I'm not going to save this password because we're going to be creating a new user, so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. The next step is to actually create a new user. So we're going to come to users, we're going to click on add new user. We can put in our username, which I'm going to go ahead and put as my email address, your first name, last name, and your website. If you want to generate a password, you can use their password generator, or you can go ahead and paste in the password that you want to use, or type in the password you want to use. I'm going to go ahead and paste mine in. I'm going to change this role to administrator, and I'm going to go ahead and click on add new user. Now that I've created that user, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to log out of the temporary user account and then log back in with the new account I just created. So in order to do that, we're going to hover over delete me now in the upper right hand corner, and we're going to come down and click on log out. Now that we're logged out, we'll use the information we just created and log right back in. And now you'll be logged in with your new user account. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come down to users. We're going to go to all users. Then with the template user, we're going to come down and we're going to click on delete. In this section, we're going to check attribute all content to, make sure our new user account is there, and then click on confirm deletion. Now that that's finished, the next thing is to make sure that you have your Elementor Pro license activated. If you haven't purchased a license for Elementor Pro, now would be the time to do so. Go inside of your handbook and go ahead and click the link and purchase your license for Elementor Pro. Once you have your license for Elementor Pro, the next step is to actually make sure it is activated. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to Elementor and we're going to come down to where it says license and we're going to click on license. As you see, it is a mismatch. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to click on switch account. This will pull up your Elementor Pro account, and then all you have to do is click on activate my license. Once you see that it is active, you can continue to move forward. Now we have 2 quick steps left that we need to do before we can start to customize the website template. The first thing we need to do is the admin email. So we're going to come down on the left hand side to the tab that says settings, then we're going to go to general. In this section you will see the administration email address. Highlight the template email address and type in your own. Once you type in your new email address, you can come down to the bottom and click on save changes. Now that you have done that, the next thing we need to do is come back down to the settings on the left hand side and click on permalinks. On this page, you just want to make sure that post name is selected, and then we'll come back down to the bottom again and click on save changes. After this, there is one last thing to do, which is to go into your plugins, and down on the page, you will see the plugin change admin email setting without outbound email. We're going to deactivate that plugin and then come right back down and delete that plugin. We'll click OK, and now you'll come back through, activate or delete any plugins that you don't plan on using, or plan on using rather, either way, and update any plugins that need updated. So I'm going to go ahead and delete Akismet and click on OK. After Akismet is deleted, we'll come all the way down. We'll check for any updates, which is these huge orange tabs. We'll go ahead and click on update now. And as you come through, you'll see there are no more orange, so there's no more updates. The only other thing I would recommend is to go ahead and remove Hello Dolly. So we're going to go ahead and delete that and click on OK. And then depending on your hosting that you chose, you may have some additional plugins that they will add. For example, I'm building this on Cloudways, so you will see that it automatically added Object Cache Pro and Breeze. I will activate these later as we get ready to launch our website. For now, the template is active, you have a coming soon page, and all that's left to do is build your website. I'll see you inside the training videos. Be great, stay boosted, and I'll see you at the top.